Young and Restless has made a few changes, perhaps to intensify the May sweeps drama, which is about to reach a climax. Next week I'll be away on vacation, so look for Charlie Mason to write a rant in my place. Here are my opinions on this week and the days to come. On top of the cake, Nate and Victoria are moving forward with their relationship at full speed, and all the foreboding indicators lead to Victor's daughter eventually regretting the liaison. Nate has reached a tipping point when he is no longer constrained by Elena and is free to plop to his heart's content, just as he did with Audra in the park. Given everything they know, it's intriguing that they probably don't actually trust each other. But for now, it's birds of a feather situation. At Newman Enterprises, Nate works hard to achieve his goals, and the icing is sex with the boss. There are so many different ways things may go wrong, as Nick so graciously pointed out. In the near future, Elena is seen storming into Victoria's office and snarling at the two of them in the preview. Will she show up to demand a podcast with JT Hellstrom or to resign? And grilled, Summer was forced to go along with the situation after Daniel took a sudden turn and revealed that his mother was still alive, but she wasn't about to give up her resentment of her brother. Kyle, Sharon, and Chance weren't blind to this. Although he didn't appear to find Summer's subdued response to the news that her mother was alive strange at all, the writers describe her spouse as being intentionally stupid. Anyway, Kyle and Jack put on their amateur detective hats and gave Christine and Chance, who are being severely dumbed down for this narrative, the finger by discovering red hairs in the hotel toilet. This finding was a stretch because it was already known that Phyllis made the house spotless in order to hide her crime, and a maid would have cleaned it afterwards. Well, what can you do? The way Diane changed after learning she had been duped was probably my favorite aspect of the reveal. I've been hoping to see Diane's true colors ever since she came back. In addition, Chance appeared to have a light bulb moment and arrived at the Abbott home to grill Summer. When he was being protective of her, I sensed a vibe between them, but then things became a little more heated. It appears that Kyle will find out that Summer lied to him the next week. Start the fireworks now. The charm offense. I'm equally rooting for Ashley and Tucker, and torn since I know what must inevitably come next. Therefore, I think the Ashley and Tucker story is being handled just correctly. Many viewers have been rooting for Tucker to get back in touch with Devin and Dom, in addition to hoping that his relationship with Ashley works out because of his undeniable charisma. Give the guy a break already, Abby, won't you? Tucker and Ash are becoming closer, but so is the inevitable disappointment that will come after. He couldn't have actually changed, Twitty. It's going to get serious because, according to Sode, following a contentious conversation, Ashley will reveal to Jack that she and Tucker are engaged. Ashley has also put herself in a precarious position because she wants Jack to be fired as CEO of Jabbat because of their mutual connection to the alleged murderer Diane. Perhaps before it's too late, she'll overhear one of the several discussions regarding Phyllis' existence that are taking place in her house. In any case, she will have to acknowledge that, at least in this specific instance, she was incorrect about the woman she despises. The drama for Sharon, who is about to embark on a major plotline, has been turned up in blast from the past Young and Restless. She was given an enigmatic gift, and as someone watched her and ominous music played, it all began. Oh, Case suggested in Sode that Sharon was in for a wild ride, and that it would almost certainly involve a dreadful figure from her past. This figure would not only pose a threat to the blonde cafe owner, but also to those closest to her. Discover the significance of the champagne and who is at risk in this passage. Reviving sexiness. A special thanks to all of this week's Love in the Afternoon on Young and Restless. The show brought sexy back on Friday's episode as Mariah and Tessa, as well as Nate and Victoria, shared steamy scenes at the athletic club. We also have Billy and Chelsea falling in love, Sally and Adam exchanging glances, Nick declaring his love, even if it was a knee-jerk reaction to Adam's needling, Abby and Devin being all loved up, Tucker trying to get Ashley to marry him, and Diane picking out wedding gowns. I just have this opinion. Please feel free to remark on this week's episode of Young and Restless.